Simon Cowell has claimed that Britain's Got Talent crew members saved his life after a dangerous act nearly killed him. The TV judge, 65, is set to return to screens later this month alongside Alicia Dixon, Amanda Holden, and Bruno Tonioli for the 18th series of the ITV talent show. And as a plethora of auditionees upped the ante in a bid to impress the judges, it appears that the element of danger also increased as Simon was left fearing for his life amid one particularly nail-biting audition. The music mogul found himself dicing with danger as a mallet-wielding blindfolded daredevil smashed watermelons just inches from his head, according to the Mirror. Upcoming scenes on the show will see Amanda and Alicia screaming in terror as Simon lies on stage, with bits of watermelon flying around him as the man swings the mallet, before a member of the health and safety team rushes on stage to halt the act. Speaking to the publication at a preview for the show, Simon recalled, "It's that feeling when you kind of think somebody doesn't want you on the show anymore. It was that. It was the closest, genuinely, where I'm thinking they actually want to kill me. And I swear to God, that's how I felt because this guy got really nervous and he'd slipped and was shaking as he was smashing these watermelons." He continued, "The health and safety guys, normally quite annoying, actually stopped him. Thank God, they saved my life. When you're up there, you're immersed in it, and then you go home and think, that asterisk is dark. I nearly got killed 12 times. Meanwhile, Amanda admitted that seeing her pal coming so close to being harmed was horrific and hard to watch as she told her unease at Simon moving after being instructed to stay still. She shared, "Even with Street John's ambulance, I don't know what they would have done. But in the wings, it was so precarious because it was melon they were smashing, so the water was everywhere. Any kind of safety that there must have been was out the window. It was very hard to watch." Alicia went on to note that she was genuinely worried and realized how much she cared for Simon when seeing him in possible danger. Meanwhile, it's revealed that there is another act called Aussie Blood that will also leave viewers hiding behind their cushions, with stunts including hoisting himself up from the ground using a nasal hook. The judges warn that this moment may attract Ofcom complaints. It comes after BGT fans reportedly left the production team struggling to edit the upcoming episodes after Simon was heckled by rowdy crowds. The ITV team have been editing the footage from the auditions at Winter Gardens in Blackpool. However, it was constantly interrupted by boos and insults directed at the TV judge. There were reported yells of, "You old fart," directed at Simon when he criticized any performers during the day. Despite it being slightly amusing for the crew at the time, editing the recordings has been hard work as the unpleasant insults from the crowd can't be included. Thankfully, Simon saw the funny side and loves the more lively crowds as he was joined by fellow judges Amanda, Bruno, and Alicia. An insider told The Sun, "Simon isn't vain in that way and found that heckling absolutely hilarious, even when they were calling him an old fart. He loves having BGT in Blackpool precisely because the crowds are so raucous and enthusiastic. And he knows that sometimes he might be on the receiving end of their passion. He even encourages them to misbehave, even if sometimes the misbehavior can cause a headache for the production team. Thankfully, they were compensated for any hassle by a rare chance to have a good laugh at the boss's expense."